Oh my God, they turned out in front of me. Oh, they didn't even get in my lane. Oh, they got in the fire lane and then used a blinker. Oh, how could they? Oh my God, did you see that? When you're a driver or whether you're a rider, you know there are spots where you just gotta go. Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting there literally all day. All day, every day, you're gonna be like just sitting there. Yeah, I mean, it's that simple. I've been on roads that are way too wide that you're trying to turn left on and there's like 3 lanes each way, and it's like, oh my God, why do they even allow it, you know? But because it's allowed, you know, you're just gonna have to deal with people pulling out. Sometimes, you know, as a vehicle, no matter what you're on or in, you just have to, you know, kind of go at some point. And then that's where a lot of trust is, that people are trusting. A, you see that they're turning out. B, you're not going way over the speed limit to cause a wreck because you're going over the speed limit. People aren't judging that. They're judging that, hey, no, it's a 35, 45 zone. You shouldn't be doing 55. At the end of the day, you should really blame the city for not putting in more medians, so you can't turn lefts. You have to, like, you know, do a right and find a spot to turn to left, which also causes problems with then people doing U-turns. What is this person doing? Like, gonna pass me on the right? I mean, it is a 35 zone. We're going a little quick there. I kind of sped up. I will naturally go over the bridge kind of fast, but yeah. Woohoo. Just one of those morons. Like, obviously that lane ends, and if you're going right back there, you probably take that way a lot. You probably live over there, so see, that's where people just don't think. Like, then what are they gonna do? Like, so I talk about one thing and then something else happened. It's gonna be a busy day today on the roads just because there's a whole nice day, so there's a lot of people out. And it's a Saturday. Classic homes, don't buy them, they suck. Like our realtor said, unless you can watch them being built, otherwise you don't know what's in the walls. That's what we found out. And they even admitted in a letter to us that we built the deck to code, and I responded with, so drywall screws were our code, huh? Of course I never heard back, and then I looked it up. What was the code in 97 or 2000 or whatever? And they're literally Pikes Peak building, there was no code. Nope, they didn't really institute codes until a little later. So there was no deck code. So technically, okay, they built it to code. There was no code, but everyone knows you don't use drywall screws to screw down the deck boards. Also, what should have been inspected and wasn't, maybe this wasn't code either, but installation of our windows. When I took the trim around the windows off to put in some new windows, and to replace trim, I was lucky if there was 2 nails holding in the windows. You say, well, was there caulk or flashing? Nope, the windows were not caulked, they were not flashed. So that's where we were losing a lot of our heat and cooling from our house, was due to the poor installation of the window. Actually, unsafe. My daughter would turn into my daughter's room, which was originally, before we had her, was a guest room, but that window had 0 nails holding it in. When I took the trimmer off, there were 0 nails. It was just held in literally by the trim. So if I would have went up there being an adult and used my full body weight and just pushed against that window, I probably could have like popped it right on out, you know, with the trim. It would have all come right out. Talk about unsafe. So that's classic homes for you. So when I see them building a new neighborhood, oh man, yeah, I let people know about how crappy they are. We never heard of them coming from the East Coast, you know, classic homes. Never heard of them. Never heard of that builder. Well, that builder is like the Pulte builder back in Michigan, just known for crappy work. You know, you stay away from Pulte homes. I guess he was out here too during the heyday, during the .coms building homes, but then they left. And I don't think they've returned. Yeah, Pulte homes are known to be pretty trashy homes. So our classic homes, same deal. So there's a lot of other builders I'd much rather use or buy from. So those things you learn only by buying a house. You know, you really don't know. I mean, unless somebody tells you, like I am, but most people don't want to trash their house. Well, we fixed a lot of their junk, so, you know, there was a lot of stuff that was like, for the amount of money we paid for our house, was like, oh my God, how did this pass code? Apparently code inspectors were probably bought off by classic homes, or there wasn't a specific code for that item at the time. So it makes you wonder about some of these real older homes. Like, if there wasn't much code when I bought, there wasn't much code. So you have to be really buyer beware, and unfortunately. So if you're buying your first home, it's going to be kind of rough in Colorado Springs. Like I said, our house is a classic house, classic home, but we fixed a lot of their issues. I mean, what else are you going to do? Oh, look at this deer. Hey there, Bambi. Oh, there's one. Woohoo. So maybe some people watching my videos will say, hey, I recommend such and such builder for a home, or even if you're not getting a home built from scratch, which builders to look at and which maybe to stay away from. Like I would stay away from classic homes. Who would you stay away from? It's like relearning a bike when you go from a light bike, a two-stroke, to this bike. It takes me a little bit getting used to it. That's the problem with having multiple bikes. Yep. Can tell that many cars already. Yeah, it's going to be a busy day. See, he got over and slowed down. It doesn't take much for me to go faster. My suspension works better than a vehicle. I can stay to the right more, you know. The ones I have to watch out for are the cars that tend to, you know, come way over, even though they're like coming down the hill on a corner. It's like, no. Or they're avoiding some, you know, rut or pothole, which I don't blame them for, but then you have to slow down, don't you? really a hiking road, but okay. That has to be the strangest thing ever. Yeah. It's not a road you'd hike on. Yeah, there's not much to see. Like, where are you hiking to? I mean, there are views, but I mean, you just drive up. You don't typically hike. Or be three people side by side, like taking up the whole road. Like, well, what are you doing? Yeah, these people always suck at parking out here. Look how stupid they are. They park on the fucking road. Like, look at this shit. I wish they would start giving tickets. Oh. Did you? And also that SUV, they tied their poop bag like to their door handle. Or did somebody do that to their door handle? It looked like there was poop in it too. Like there's a bag like tied to the handle. Maybe somebody saw them like pick up and then just leave it, so they, maybe the guy didn't notice. That'd be funny. I'd laugh my butt off if I saw a vehicle driving, because that would mean obviously they didn't notice. Unless they're gonna drive back because, oh my god, we don't want a bag of poop in the back of our SUV. Which I guess, I mean, could smell, but come on. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's nice to see my YouTube channel growing quite a bit. It does make it an incentive, and I always said, like, I don't do it for work, but man, as you get more and more money, it's kind of like, oh, maybe it is work then. Maybe I am doing this for work. Oh, I hate to be a hypocrite, but maybe I am slowly turning it into work, But it's hard not to when you start getting decent money. Maybe I'll make a living on YouTube. I think a lot of people, though, I mean, if you have the real skills, you probably make more money in the just out there working for somebody. But yeah, granted, how much value, worth do you put on naming your own time, doing what you want, maybe doing what you love, although doing what you love can also, not be a good thing. People think that riding all the time is so wonderful and great, and it is at the beginning, but as soon as you start making it serious and, I have a Patreon and I gotta make a video at least once a week because that's what I told my Patreon subscribers. Well, then it becomes kind of shitty. Sorry for the word, but yeah, that would be a good word to use here. Wow, slow the fuck down. Yeah, like, what was that? He was hauling butt. He wasn't going to give any room at all. Man, what the fuck's going on? Forest fire sign? I mean, that's a lot of vehicles coming on. I mean, that's more than even I typically see on the weekend, especially up this far. Usually they're all going to the hiking trail. Oh my god. Yeah, I might as well take my cutoff because get further down before I start my trail taker video. So I could do one here. Okay, guys, thanks for watching Meeker Extreme. Have a good one. Later.